Welcome back to Sports, everyone. Damian Bartonik here, joined by my man, Bert St-Pierre. Hey, Bert, another crazy week in the NFL. Week 15, I know you said earlier, man, it's like the season goes by so fast, but guess what? Just because it's gone by fast don't mean there's nothing to talk about. So let's talk about this, man. Who impressed you most last week in week 15?
All right, I'm going to say it's the Green Bay Packers because we know that Seattle is a very tough place to play, and Green Bay won single-handedly. They won 30-13. Your boy, Jordan Love, to borrow your term, everybody needs some love. Yep.
Yeah.
He went 20-27, 229 yards, 2 touchdowns. You know, modest numbers, didn't turn the ball over. I loved how Josh Jacobs ran the ball on Sunday night. 26 attempts, nearly 100 yards and a touchdown. And the defense, 2 interceptions, and they only gave up 208 yards. Green Bay, I was impressed watching them Sunday night.
Yep, and their defense only gave up one big play. It was that Charbonnet run. I believe it was in the third quarter. But no, I agree. They were impressive, but they did not impress me the most. Bert, I honestly have a tie between the Eagles and the Bills, man. The Bills put up 48. They caused my man Dan Campbell to call an onside kick with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That's how you know they were going hard, man. They had a great game, and they really impressed me. And then Philadelphia, man. I think the Steelers are a Super Bowl contender, and they ran through that defense like foreign water through a tourist, man. I mean, it was just easy money. They ball controlled in the second half. They were really impressive to me. But I want to know this. We're done with last week. Let's talk about this week. Which team has the most to gain this week?
I feel like I may be coming out of left field with this one. I'm going to say it's the Los Angeles Rams. They go to New Jersey and they play the Jets. The Rams should win that game. Now, if they win, they go to 9-6 and they keep the lead in the NFC West, something that maybe a month and a half ago, maybe you didn't see the Rams as being a playoff team. Seattle was in the lead for the division, so was Arizona. But I really think that the Rams need to win this game. They just won on the road in San Francisco without scoring a touchdown. Obviously, there's a lot to dissect there and what the offense needs to do. But, hey, you can trust the defense a little bit. I say this is a big week for the Rams.
For me, I think the team that honestly has the most to gain, and I don't try to be biased, but I think it is Washington, just because they have yet to have that big signature win against a very good team. If they can do that against a very good Philly team, I think, man, that would be huge for just everything that has to go with their overall team. Now, let's talk about this last one right here. Which team has the most to lose this week?
All right, you mentioned the Washington Commanders. I'm going to go with their opponent, the Philadelphia Eagles. They are one of 3 teams in the NFC with 12 wins. They would love to lock up the number 1 seed for the playoffs and have the run to the Super Bowl go through the city of brotherly love. If they lose, it might be a little hard to catch Detroit or Minnesota with only 2 weeks to go at that point. Philadelphia only beat Washington, as you know, by 8 points at home at the Link. And also, this is also a big game, not only because of the wins, but there's a lot of noise surrounding the Eagles again. You have this whole scuffle with Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. So I'm going to say the Eagles have a lot to lose this week.
For me, I think it's the Chargers, man. I was telling you off the air, they're too pretty, man. They like punching you in the mouth, but they can't be the nail. You know what I mean? They can be the hammer, they can't be the nail. This week, a tough opponent. They got Denver, short week. I think, man, if they lose this game, we can kind of start to really see the cracks in that armor. But with that said, Bert, always a pleasure talking football with you. That does it for sports tonight, but keep it here for a little bit more news right after the break.